Hell yeah, evening stream. I'm testing something. You know, every stream we're testing something new. And this time we have a multi-chat from YouTube and Twitch integrated into one, so I can connect with everybody. And I don't know if it works yet. Test from YouTube. Now it should appear in the chat, in the stream. Yeah, okay, YouTube icon is there. What's up, Lucid? Testing 1 2. Hope you're having a good time with the Marsborn project. Alright, so I will try to make it that in every scene, besides just webcam scene, we will have a visible chat. Because if this goes to YouTube, it's kind of hard to follow who am I answering to if the chat is not on screen. So that's why I'm testing this. And we will do a little bit of a coaching sesh. Since we've had a couple of clients book a session with me and I don't want them to keep waiting for so long. Bill Zippy, thank you for believing in my technical abilities. Closing the gap on the major, 33 points out as of today. That's not a lot, brother. That's very close. Good luck with everything, brother. Fan of a Danny pickup. I wanted to pronounce his nickname, but I still don't know how to do it. So, Suxy. Hope you will make it, brother. Hope to see you there. I know the competition is kind of fierce and rough, but NA is getting a lot of spots, so I think it's very doable. 33 points, you know, all things considered. You probably do have some events still lined up. Well, so far it looks kind of good. If anyone is watching the stream on YouTube, feel free to write anything in the chat so we know that it shows up. Sexy. Okay. Well. Sexy it is. Defend the frag block from the EU imposters. Well, it's gonna be tough competition, but you know, a lot of VRS points to farm. What's up, Shkroko? I have a problem though with our Strava journey. I think my leg injury is back, and yeah, it's kind of painful. I don't know how am I able to walk and run and play any sports that require my legs to function properly. And I'm kind of scared that I will have to go another surgery, but hopefully not. ESC one map away from winning CCT, the Polish Vitality. Polish Vitality. Polish Vitality is kind of good comparison right there. All right, let me change the thing. What's up, my man? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm, you know, on the sideline right now, not active lineup, but honestly, I keep enjoying the game right now, but only in like individual sense. In a team sense, I think it makes very little sense starting a team from the scratch, try to break through it's borderline impossible to break through. So I'm kind of happy that during this weird period, I'm teamless in a way. It's weird. Yeah, surgeries keep stacking up. Like, I had one 2 months ago, and they told me, no worries. It was for fourth surgery of the same thing, okay? Across the past few years. 2 months ago, they told me, no worries. It's gonna come back. I actually had a call with a doctor like 2 weeks ago. She asked me how I was. And I asked, everything's fine. It looks normal. And today I woke up and I knew that something's wrong. And whenever I had this feeling when it's coming back, it never went away until I had the surgery. So I'm kind of tilted whole day that it has to, like literally 2 months ago, I was unable to move because of the surgery. And now I have to go again. Like, what the fuck? Gold J Live. What's up, my man? Hello, everyone. So yeah, I'm testing things from the YouTube chat, but on this scene I don't have a chat on. I might need to include it somewhere. I'm not sure where. I think I will include the chat, like, yeah, I don't want to do it here because I do have a Red Bull fridge here. I don't want to, you know, sponsorship. I don't want to discard that, but at the same time, it feels like I have to put like a solid background somewhere here. Which is like a little bit darker, so the chat will pop up, and I need to have it on every single scene to make it work. Half marathon, I saw that you did pretty good time. Honestly, I'm impressed. You said that was your PB as well, right? So that was a good run. VR's ecosystem is super weird. I think it has to be adjusted moving forward. And those adjustments are just not coming fast enough. Well, I hope they will come. I think teams are just playing in their own kind of bubble in tier 1. And it's very difficult to drop out of it because you have like a bajillion chances to come back into the bubble. Look at Liquid. They're back into the major. After that kind of a season, past 4 months, 5 months, I don't know. It was not PB. Well, anyway, congrats. Longest run ever so far was 15 kilometers and it was interval. Okay, got it. Whole Liquid situation is comical. Like, I don't understand. Like, Twist decides to go away, and then Liquid turns into Vitality, beating everyone. And then Twist locks himself kind of onto the roster for some time. I don't think he can sub for FaZe if Liquid makes it to the major, right? I don't know the rules. But it's weird. When is the closed qual for MSR happening? So it starts on Thursday and it ends on Sunday. So it's like a 4-day play-in / closed qualifier. And out of 8 teams, 4 advance. So it's going to be exactly same format as it was for Tipsport in Czech Republic. So first we have a best of ones. It's basically a GSL group. And if you make it out of the group, you automatically qualify for the LAN event. Does that mean STYKO super sub for FaZe in major? I mean, I'm ready. What can I say? Frozen and STYKO combined. Too many Slovakians in one roster to handle. P Wolf D, what's up, my man? Welcome. First time chat as well. Hope you're enjoying the stream, brother. Wait, they make it to the stage 2 of the major? Based off of, like, what? This last Fisher tournament or whatever? It was Fisher, right? Yeah, it was Fisher. Okay, like, semifinals at this kind of event is kind of sick. I have to be honest. But, I need to see who they beat. I know they beat FaZe and Aurora, but who are the first 2 teams? Imperial. I'm trolling. I'm looking at Blast Open though. It was not Imperial. It was STYKO. And it was Heroic. And they lost to Gamer Legion and Furia. So after a 0-2 start, they turn it back all the way to the semifinal by beating Heroic, who are not in a great shape. Tyloo, not in a great shape either. FaZe, admittedly, about to change player because it's like literally 2 dead teams playing against each other, Liquid and FaZe. And then the win against Aurora, I did not see that game, but... Huh. You know, anything can happen when you move so deep into the tournament. Get in front of the audience as well. Yeah, Slovakians. I don't know what's the correct term here. You know what I mean. Will you go to the LAN event? If we qualify, then I'm gonna go, yes. I'm ready to go. If we don't qualify, I might show up there since it's pretty close to me. But that's still in the works. You know, depends how we do in the play-in. I should be in there at least one day for some promotion. Slavs. No, we are not. We are not just Slavs. What's up, Atres? Hello. FaZe and Liquid would need their respective cores to be changed. FaZe needs to get 5 games at DPL, and Liquid needs 5 games from Birchland and supposedly Frag Block. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing where Liquid would not get 5 maps. Oh yeah, they would get 5 maps at Birchland. Wait, is it 5 maps or 5 wins? And does best of 3 eventually count as a 3 maps there? Because my brain is literally, like, it hurts thinking about these rules. I don't know how Messi also is able to deal with this. It has to be buried in the rule book 24/7. This is full-time job. Did we see No Cries playing 10 games during the LAN he dodged? Wait, was there another LAN he was supposed to go to? I thought it's going to be just a frag block. Or whatever, Blocktober Fragadelphia thingy. I don't know what's the exact name for it, brother. And that one is about to happen in what, 3 weeks? 2 weeks? It's just matches, not wins, losses, just 5 matches with the new course. Okay, so that's doable at LAN. I think you play like, maybe you play 2 matches in the group. And then what if you advance from the group and then you bomb out in a quarterfinal? That's just 3 games that you played. That's not enough. But they eventually have second LAN, so should be fine. But then, I'm pretty sure not the whole event at Fragadelphia or Frag Blocktober is going to be featured on HLTV. Actually, it might. I don't remember how it usually is. Gladio and Neptune got together. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's actually understanding his duties, even in a mixed team like that, pretty well. He always fills the gaps. Very easy to play with. We've played only, admittedly, we've played only a couple games together, a couple maps. But, yep. We play some positions together on the maps, so I hope he's not too tilted at me. Let's just say that. Let's just say that. Thank you, Minty. Yeah, took some time to get everything together. Bro, but if I would tilt this webcam a little bit this side, that's my like YouTube station right now. That's embarrassingly messy. Like I have a couple of like new tech pieces here, which I'm preparing new video about. And brother, it looks like a mess there. That part of the room looks good, but here we don't talk about that. We don't talk about it. Would depend on the frag block coverage, which should have the full coverage given the amount of. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But if I remember correctly, even for example the Lund LAN in Sweden had a pretty good amount of pretty solid teams from the get-go, but HLTV covered only the playoffs, so for top 8 finishers, and group stage were completely disregarded and was not covered for VRS. So it's just so weird that HLTV gets to decide what they cover, from which point they cover a tournament, and that in return gives a VRS status. Like it's I feel like it's broken, brother. I feel like that's broken. What I think about your crosshair, brother, I'm not gonna copy that into my game, and it's gonna be some hella awkward crosshair. But chat can give you a review. I'm pretty sure someone from the chatters is in the game and they just copy it and they will tell you. On the scale 1 out of 10. What's up, Nathan? So we do have some faces. Some YouTube chatters, and it actually shows up on my multi-chat. So I have 2 chats in one place. Awesome. My day has been made. Should Valve have more to say about such topics? Yes. But it's Valve. Yes, it's inconsistent. Yeah, it literally is. You can't really see the chat when there's... Like, if I would be in game, you would see the chat pretty well. But in the menu, it kind of obstructs this shizzle. Maybe I can make it more... How do you say it? More... The background should be less transparent, so it stands out more. Yeah, I will fix it for the next stream, guys. For now, let's just use this because I will mess it up and then I'm gonna have to redo it completely. Black background would be good. I agree with that, but if I go in game, that would be really hard to, like, it would be pretty annoying for me as a viewer that I can see that part of the POV, you know? Like, I can't see behind the chat. Maybe you would see behind the chat. I just have to make it a little bit less opaque, less transparent. Star Hoarder? Yeah, man. I don't even know what the fuck am I supposed to buy for this. Like, maybe new case will drop and I'll just buy like 100 of them and sell it immediately when the trade ban lifts. I don't even know what I'm saving for. Ever since people uploaded videos of NoCrize, he has been dropping KD1 in his matches. Well, maybe pressure got to him. That could be one thing. Maybe people against him realized that he's actually not a cheater. Because literally, like, when I was watching NoCrize demos, every single person in a lobby assumed that he's cheating, his teammates included. They were like making fun of it, they were writing in chat, they were like talking about it in voice comms. and they eventually just give up. Like, okay guys, we have a gold against us that he's cheating, he's raid boss, he's in connector, be careful, avoid him. But now people realize he's actually maybe not cheating, he's just a mortal, and that gives them, like, he's not untouchable anymore, right? Like, people feel okay-ish playing against him as well. Brings some confidence back. Or maybe he just straight up stopped cheating, I don't know, maybe he is. What happened with Mike? What the hell? Am I... because sometimes my mic just falls out of stream for some reason. Byfield, thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it, welcome. Yeah, this is one of my first streams on YouTube. I'm still new to this multi-stream thing, but I try to, you know, catch wider audience, because I have very active YouTube, but I always only streamed on Twitch before. So let's try some multi-streaming. Yo, Kotwa, what's up, my man? What was my opinion on Mr. No Cries? I think he's a good player, farming very good stats against trash opponents. Props to him for not trolling, because he, like, sometimes you understand after round 1 or round 2 that you can just smash this lobby and you can troll your way into victory. But he, from all the demos that I've watched, he literally never trolled, and he was trying hard, even if it was like 10-0 or 10-1 in the scoreline. So props for that. However, he had good micro. Like, he was, it looked like he was consciously thinking about the way he needs to peak certain angles, even in like 1v4 situation. I remember, I made a video about it, but I remember specifically on Mirage, like the guy, he knew that he's short and No Cries was on stairs, and instead of, he missed a shot, and instead of re-picking from stairs or under stairs, he moved all the way to default on Mirage A side and peeked from behind the default, which gives him a better angle. And that is something that cheaters don't really think about, if I'm being honest. Like, it's weird. It's weird. I don't think it was suspicious at all. I don't think it was suspicious at all. I think he's a good player. Maybe he's a smurf. Saw some people saying that it's Gukushima, but I don't know. I don't know how he sounds like. Yeah, can you share favorite Kovacs playlist? I usually, as PLCP wrote, I usually use aimlab and exclamation mark routine on my Twitch chat. On YouTube, I don't think my commands work. So you have to come into Twitch chat. But wait. Yeah, you are in the Twitch chat, so it's good. And then you get a link with my routine, and you can do exclamation mark aim for some additional information. Yeah, it's a Jokeskog. It is USB mic, and sometimes it happens between these frequencies that it just switches away, and I don't know how to fix it. Right now it works, right? Hey, I'm not watching. No. I'm not watching the final. I don't have a co-streaming rights. I will do a demo review of a guy that booked a coaching session with me. So we will take a look at that. I think he's level 8. Yeah, but I'm not sure why my mic sometimes just drops off. No reason at all as well. Like, I'm not touching anything. All right, let's see. So let's move into the coaching sesh of Hive. I'm not sure if Hive is here. I know last stream, like 2 days ago, he was here. Okay, sorry about the joke. Joke's cook. Hive was here last stream, and I told him that on Sunday evening I'm gonna review his demo, so maybe he will appear, maybe not. The Hive is level 8 on Faceit, 1.7k elo. We have a little backstory that he is 3-man stag in this match. I should add, I'm kind of boosted as I'm playing with a guy vastly better than I am. I chose these categories even though I know that my crosshair placement probably needs the most work. There was also a lot of indecision in this game due to lack of comms with randoms. Thank you for the review. So there's not much that we can base this upon, but very importantly, we're playing with a guy that is low-key boosting us, which could cause some problems. It happened again, 2-3 seconds. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Well, so far we will have to just go with it, and if my mic dies, you know that in 2 seconds it's coming back. I'm sorry guys, I will fix. Mr. Zero G, thank you very much, appreciate it. That's the point of these videos. Hope that it helps as many people as it could. It's an XLR. Yeah, like it is an XLR. Yeah, it's an XLR and it goes into my like audio box because this one's connected. No, this one's actually connected to my gaming PC, so I just don't know why it just goes out. I don't want to unplug it and then plug it back in. How often does it happen? Like every minute? Because that will be kind of annoying. With a Focusrite Scarlett? Yes, I do have a Focusrite Scarlett. Yes. I don't have a Shure SM7B. I don't think this is it. But I do have a... Do you have a cloud lifter? I don't know what it is, so probably not. Audio cable interference issue? Again? Well, it is a problem because I don't have any other mic at my hand. When mid or cheap end wires cross, they share electricity. What do you mean cross? As they touch each other? Oh yeah, I moved some power cords. It could happen. Okay guys, give me 1 second. Wait, I need to go under the table, so I'm gonna turn off the mic. I mean, turn off the webcam. Hello? Hello, I'm back from under the table. I'm thinking. Because I was messing up with my cable management. And it might be the problem. Okay guys, if it happens again, just spam the chat. I will hopefully notice it. Just make sure that the mic wire is not touching any other cables. Pretty much the audio is fixed. We will see. Because I have two PCs, one gaming PC, one streaming PC. You can imagine how many cables are there. All right, let's get into the demo. If it messes up my mic again, we go with it. Yeah, that's true. All right, the Hive is our target here. Volume. Bro, why are we knifing on middle? And I usually just skip knife round, like there's nothing to demo review, but who the hell knives on middle? All right, let's get it done. Okay, so Hive is in a 3-man queue with Sven and Mr. Swedish guy. This guy apparently is like his friend and might be like boosting him, because Hive is therefore playing in way higher level than he usually is. Could create a lot of problems since we're having imbalanced lobby that way, but we do have to take it into account. The start. B-rush with a smoke and flash. As a first spawn, you're literally losing your spawn just to throw the smoke, unfortunately. This flash is not going to be necessary at all, and you are not throwing your last flash, which could have been thrown on the B-rush here on the left. These are much more powerful. Obviously, there's the risk of guy being in under. I mean, sorry, lower. But there's no... It's like, it's better to just aim him, you know? Just run past tunnels and just look that way. And it's going to be much better than bouncing flash here, which could have blinded your teammate. And you're also not throwing anything towards B. So the B-rush, while the call is good, on the pistol it will work most of the time in the Zelo. But we have to make sure that if you're first spawn, you just can't throw utility, you know? We can also change it the way that you're not going to B-rush, you're just going to pop. That would make much more sense, so your team actually catches up to the grenades that you're throwing. Yeah, I do stream on both Twitch and YouTube right now. On Twitch I stream all the time, and on YouTube this is my second stream ever. So we're slowly building. We're slowly building audience. This might actually work. Oh, you didn't check it until the end. There's a guy just behind the door. A little bit too lazy on the clear there, but let's move into the gun rounds. That's where things are going to be most important. Because even though you're playing in a lobby that is higher elo than you, there are ways how you can be efficient, how you can maximize your impact. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be getting kills, but you can help your teammates take certain zones on the map. Knowing utility is a great way to bring impact to a high elo level lobbies, because grenades are constant. Whether you're level 1 or level 10, if you line up the certain smoke and you just throw it, it's gonna land the exact same way. No skill involved. You just have to know them. Alright, we do have these long flashes, which is pretty fine. Oh, this is a problem, okay? This is actually a huge problem, because on the rounds where enemies have really, really low buy, them playing together and pushing mid is going to be very likely. And even though you're the last guy here and responsible for grenades, you just need to be aware of them probably pushing mid, especially since you literally lost the bomb on the spawn. And now they're gonna grab your AK and all your teammates are stuck here. Hopefully cities won't notice they have the bomb. It's still lying here. They probably won't notice. Luckily your teammate is going to be able to bring this back, but it's very important that if you're the last guy going in, you just at all times have to be responsible for these flanks, okay? So if you want to line up some grenades, just check middle. And if you don't see anyone, that gives you a timing for like 3 seconds to throw your grenade. But I feel like you're getting like fumbled and jumbled here, not knowing the lineup properly. But this is actually very common. It happens on every single map that cities are just getting over with the full eco. They just run middle, you know. It happens on Inferno. On Nuke it happens that they just rush outside or rush lobby. On Dust 2 it's for the rush middle. On Mirage as well, they just come middle and just push together. Like it's just a round to get over with. Alright, another wrong lineup from the beginning. I don't think you're even gonna land this one because you were slightly off. Actually, it might be good enough. Nope. You are just very hasty with these grenades. And you're missing a lot of it without you even knowing, I think. Now you realize that there's a gap. You're just pressing W way too much right now, okay? You're winning a duel, luckily. But I'm trying to link you up somehow with your teammates. One of your teammates is up here, and the other one is here. Just try to match the tempo of your team, okay? So don't try to be like first guy in, but also don't try to be like too far behind. Okay, that's actually pretty alright flash. Like that's going to be very helpful in most of the time, so I'm not going to comment on that one. Alright, that's a kill. Okay, he stole it, but that would have been your kill easily. I like how you stick to your teammates though. A lot of players would, you know, try to go on a solo mission on the side of the map, and lower elo players wouldn't be understanding how to spot the gap, use the gap, and be good lurker. I love that you are actually sticking with your teammates here, and even though you were a little bit like fast on the short, but could have gone ugly. Luckily, you got an entry there. But you are sticking together, so that's for decision-making part. I think that's a good thing to be tradable, be with the pack. Don't wander too much away from your team, because it's less likely that you know what you're doing. Literally the same thing happens, and now we have to understand that we need to go back and help your teammates collect the bomb again. It's okay. This is just not good, but let's focus on yourself, okay? Here you're going forward for no real reason. Like you still have to retrieve the bomb and help your teammates. Instead you're just going forward, you're just not expecting anyone to be on site. Yes, the molly on the car, he's burning, but look where your crosshair is. Like you have to predict and anticipate things. Even though they're rushing mid, there could be someone here. You know, still car is not checked fully with that molly. we need to be more aware. It feels like you very easily lose focus. Maybe you're looking at the radar, but if you're looking at the radar, don't peek new angles. Just stay in a position where you're kind of holding. Because here you could have died like 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. It's 3 shots for that CT. Another thing here, this is like shooting technique that is going to help you a lot, but try it yourself when you're gonna be like, let's say in aimbots or anything. Try to, when you're tapping, make sure that you only shoot 1 bullet, okay? Literally tapping 1 bullet away. Because if you're, I feel like you wanna tap here, but first it's good here, 1-1, and then you start tapping 2 bullets out and you cannot control it. Like the second bullet that you're shooting is absolutely, like you don't control it whatsoever. You don't pull down, you are basically super inaccurate with it. And so try to have like 3 different techniques for your elo right now. This either 1 taps and you literally just press mouse 1 for just press it just for a millisecond, and that's it. 1 bullet, that's it. The other technique that is going to be a little bit more advanced is that you are going to burst, and that's like 3 to 5 bullets maximum. Don't commit to more. Or if you really need to commit to spray, that's the third technique. You just spray, and you know how it looks. You probably will use it at some point during this match. But taps, you need to make sure that you don't press mouse 1 for too long, that 2 bullets gonna go out of your AK. That's inefficient because it's hard to control it. It takes longer to reset the recoil, and you cannot, like if you're trying to move between these 1 taps, you're most likely inaccurate on the second shot anyway. So it's just a waste of bullet. Just have to turn off the message background. Okay, we're good. Good that you actually came back for the T4, because it's costing you already way too much of a good situation twice in this game. This is pretty much autopilot. Like, these flashes are great if you're leaving the spawn, but try to remind yourself, when are you leaving the spawn? Like, you started running to B, then you go back to pick up the bomb, then you go back to B, then you realize you actually want to go back to A. You're leaving the spawn again, and then you're gonna flash this long flash, which is, you're on full autopilot, because you have it in yourself that you're leaving the spawn and you're kind of faking long, so you're gonna flash over. But right now this flash is absolutely useless. Like, the guy is already in front, he doesn't blind him. You just wasted $200. You're coming back to throw a smoke, which, okay, you actually cancel it, which is good, because your teammates are literally already here. So you don't need to keep throwing nades if you're delayed by that much. This is good pace. You let your teammate, you know, be around you. You're trading him. Sometimes you're gonna peek an angle first. Sometimes you're gonna be the trader. But this is good. Are those your teammates? Just one of them. Okay. No, that's not even close. I appreciate that you're trying to throw the grenades, but so far these grenades are costing you so much. Like, you know the general lineup, how it should look, but it's clear that you don't remember it. It's clear that you don't. What elo is this? This is level 8, 1.7k elo. Okay, that was the spray that we were talking about. That was a good approach. Okay, your teammates clean up for you. It's very important here that you are ready for the second B guy, because it feels like you're not. It's very unlikely that this guy would be playing B alone. You pick up the op, and it feels like you're not clearing anything. You're just trying to get into sight, and luckily you survived that. So make sure that when you're entering the site, you do it properly. Even though you think it's clear, you do have time to clear it properly, because if it's not clear, it can backfire the whole round. Okay, so far the utility is... I love that you're encouraged to use them, but it's one of the biggest weakness that I'm seeing right now. Apart from obvious things like, you know, movement and shooting. That was pretty... Are we not going to expect another mid-rush? That's going to be crazy. This is just way too tight of a gap for your own skill level. It's like good Oprahs wouldn't be hitting that, let alone you as a level 8. And now you're in big trouble. Like, your teammate is gonna die here and lose a bomb. Yep, lost round again. Like, you're literally losing the rounds and good situations to a mid-rush. None of you are expecting it. We need to be thinking about their economy. And if they don't have a good economy, they're not going to be playing just a default round where they play 2 long, 2B, 1 short or mid. They're going to play together, packed, and they're going to try to rush you down and surprise you. So far, they're surprising you 50% of the round. We're in the round 8. They surprised you 3 times. We have a great long spawn, but doubt that we're going to be using it. There's just Deagles and Scouts. Alright, I don't know how that dry swing really happened, but I guess it did. I like how you're not static here, by the way. This is a good habit to have if you're playing CS2. In CSGO, you could literally just crouch and predict where the CT will pop his head, but here I love how you're like moving left to right, and you would be really annoying to hit if you're like a solo target that CT goes for. He didn't, but it's a good habit. Oh my goodness, you really went for this when your teammate has a smoke? Again, like, we're playing unnecessarily fast. You made a bomb plant, which I'm happy about. Puts your teammates into pretty good situation. Okay, we have a good spawn again. Not for long, but for the mid smoke, and you would have time to throw it. This is not a long spawn, by the way. I really hope you're not gonna run out long. There are like, what was it, like two better spawns that you could have had. Look what they're doing. 4th time in the game, by the way. Finally we're not getting caught by that. And we're actually anticipating it. Wow. And then we start moving. Oh no. Alright, we should be winning this round, finally. Yep, 3v1, all good. Okay, this deeper flash could be better. I mean, it was better than the first round, that's fine. I'm not sure why are you trying to smoke this. Did you try to put out the molly and run? Because your teammates were clearly not doing that. And this is your trio, by the way. These 3 players here, you are a 3-man stack. You're probably communicating, right? On TeamSpeak or Discord. Again, waste of the smoke. You gave the smoke to CTs pretty much. They don't have to re-smoke and be worried about B. Right, we checked if the fire is firing. Lost some HP in the process. Now we have to be, again, a little bit more mindful about how we are putting our crosshair and where we are expecting enemies. Here, this is just way too high, first of all. You can use it as a reference. I know for a lot of players it helps that you have some kind of references on the map. Here, like, if you look at the, like, there are 2 boxes here. If you aim at the middle part of this, right, you are going to be in a headshot alignment for the short. and that's where CTs are going to be. Like, you will have a headshot duel. If this guy wouldn't be peeking you here, you have a headshot duel on this guy, and it's much easier adjustment, you know. On nuke, some of these are really obvious, because if you go secret on nuke, like the level where the paint, the green paint and the white paint kind of changes the colors, I think it was where these colors, that's where the headshot level kind of is. So you have some map visuals helping you, always aiding you in these kind of things. You just have to a little bit, you know, be good at memorizing it and spotting it. So the guy destroys you from lower, you get instantly traded. You did not expect him at all, but even if you expected someone up short, that's good. But we have to have a better crosshair placement on this. It's small things like that that will actually change the way fights go. Okay, teammates lost the round. Okay, follow the teammate. Gun in the hand. Okay, this was better. This was much better crosshair placement. Okay, we're sticking with the teammate. No point flashing that at all. You should have been on the trade there. Oh my goodness. Crazy that you actually landed that. And then we throw the round away. Hopefully not. No, we do have A side. We think we're winning this one. Yeah. We know last guy CT. Holy shit, one of your teammates actually crashed, so could have been ugly. We're not checking anything again. Like, you literally can die here from short. H is coming here. The guy could be on the right again, or on the close right here. Okay, they're surprising the CT by rushing completely. Like, we're just holding W and going forward. Like, what is this gameplay? Just chill. Okay, now was the time where you could have easily used your grenades out mid. This is like a syndrome of Mac 10 players, I swear. If you have a Mac 10, people don't want to let go of W. They need to go forward because they think that they have a weapon for it. This is same with Tech 9. Like, if you have a Tech 9, people are just running forward. They skip angles, they don't clear things properly, they just run and hope that CTs will miss and they will spray them down. That's not how you want to approach these rounds, especially when it's not a rush round. Like, right now, if you just survive in anywhere here, your teammates literally have B side for free. And you're going to be in a great position to play slow with the Mac 10. It's viable. It's very good. People will not be expecting you this deep. This was perfect opportunity for you to just smoke CT and do the B split, which you wanted to do the previous round, but you did not have the smoke. Now you had the smoke, but you feel like you're not using grenades consciously. It feels like you're autopiloting a lot of these grenade throws. All right. Zaivu. All right, that's not happening. But 5-7 is not a bad half. Not a bad half. All things considered. Right, dualies and Kate. I like the sportive element here. What the hell did you buy? Just everyone else has Kevlar, okay. Okay, we have a B-rush goal. I don't know what the frig was that position, by the way. You just run out and hide in car from the beginning of the round. Maybe your teammate would have been baiting for you, since it's Sven. What's up, no cries? Welcome to this lovely meeting here. Okay, tough position, but 5v4. You know, again, like we can wait for our tunnel to come closer. Actually, I was about to say that you're doing a good job by not just rushing in, as a lot of players would be. Okay? Finally, you were waiting, and yeah, door smoke faded away. Just died. It happens. Like, B retakes are difficult. That's what's going to happen on this map a lot. You're gonna hide in lower with the Zeus, I hope. Yep, there's... Okay, double Zeus, you know. Okay, I don't know if this will ever work, but... You're surprising them with exactly what they did to you by rushing mid. You're not being roasted to hell, but there's a lot of things that you're clearly not even aware of. Utility, crosshair placement, all these things, decision making overall, all these things were already kind of mentioned. And they keep coming back, so I don't want to mention them every single round. But I have one thing to say to you at the end of the demo in general. Okay, you have a scout. We didn't see that on T side at all. Jump over. You have to block B here, and you have a scout. If they B rush, it's gonna be ugly. Could have happened. Double AWP outside B. I mean, scout and AWP. This is a deagle round, so I think you should be more careful about this B. Like, you're double, like, fighting mid with scoped weapons. Someone could have easily just walked out B and smash you, but try to. I like how you how you mollied it, but maybe after a molly you can toss a smoke there, and it's less likely that someone will walk out, because if you don't know B side on Dust 2, that's going to be very hard to retake even against pistols and eco. So one solo deagle could have taken all that space away from you. I didn't even know there's a gap in here. There's a, please fix. Holy what the fuck was that jump? Okay, we saved it. I think now you're in bro. Like, why is this happening so much? Like, this is like 5th grenade just missed completely. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard. Okay, now this is good, you know? You're like smoking B tunnel, and it gives you like 10-15 seconds to help middle. And if you're spotted, you have a time to go back and probably catch the T's trying to lurk out. Now your teammate dies, so you have to risk. This decision is good, that you completely leave B like this. Focus on middle. Yes, B is gonna be open. If they go out, unlucky. But it's 3v5, you have to risk. You're closer to A side as well. Well, that flash almost flashed your team. I will give you one tip, by the way, for flashes here. Very good flashes if you come out closer. If you come out closer, then throw the flashes into this window. Like, it's going to blind everyone here. Yes, they are able to dodge it, but it gives you space to actually run up and try to fight them and your teammates from long as well. Those are timeless flashes that even people in CSGO were using. So this is much better than just throwing it on the ground there. Okay, you see the shadow of this guy. You're looking at the shadow. Like, right now you can just dive. Yeah, like, this is not a good angle, by the way. You cannot just hold angle like this, because terrorists could have been now sight and peek you from like here. He could peek you from here, and you're 20 HP. You cannot take this tool. Yes, this is much better. Luckily you survived this, but this should have come much sooner. The terrorist shouldn't have known your location. Like, even let him grab the bomb, let him plant, and when he taps the bomb, that's when you start playing. Just hide completely, and you will put like a seed of doubt into enemy's head if you're still CT, or if you rotated away from short, or are you maybe coming from long as well. Just making it very easy with your positioning to, like, give terrorists info about your position. And you, once he knows about your position, you're in really, really terrible position because of your HP. So you need to play to your strength and advantage, and that is to, you know, be unpredictable. Let him not know where you actually are. First of all, I don't understand how you're going lower with the Zeus when you have a full like a Kevlar and a 5/7 and utility. Here just put a 5/7 into your hand and you. This is not good. How is this working? How is this working? Okay, brother. Of course, when I say, like, you're doing the dumbest shit ever, and you get away with 2 kills there. No, why is it dumb? Because, like, even if at this angle, if you're having a 5/7, that's a one-shot kill in the head. And that's more likely that even if you miss a first bullet, you can make up for it in, like, next 2, 3, 4, maybe. With Zeus, if you miss here, you know how much value of your inventory goes down to drain? It's 650 from the Kevlar. It's 500 from the 5/7. That's 1.15. Then there's a smoke, and there's 2 flashes. So it's 500, 700. It's 1.8k down the drain. And you had a Zeus for 200. So that's 2k. And you're doing a play which you don't need this for it, you don't need nades for it, and you don't need a 5/7 for it. You're just going there with the 5 Zeus anyway. And if you kill someone, you get his weapon. So your 5/7 is literally useless in your inventory right now. And losing 2k of your money just like that, it's a lot. Like in a MR12 CS2, it's really, really huge deal. Even though it doesn't look like it maybe right now, because you got 2 kills and you're maybe feeling superior because of a Zeus kill. No fucking way. I knew this is gonna happen. Like, look at this guy just punching in the numbers. Holy shit, what happened? Wait, my sound went away. Wait, what is happening with my sound? Okay, I can hear it now. I hope you can too. I in fact felt very much superior because of the Zeus skill. At the same time, I was asking myself about the same thing. Yeah, like, it's the conscious thinking that you do in the freeze time that determines the round. Like, in a pro team, in a pro game, that is how you're going to play that round. You probably have some kind of plan, and the enemy has some kind of plan, and that these 2 plans will collide and counter one another, right? One plan is going to be eventually better than the other. But in freeze time, even at your elo, you have to be thinking like, okay, I'm buying this because I want to play there, but is it really needed? Or can I maybe not purchase it, purchase something different that will yield me the same result? Like, this economy game is incredibly hard to and difficult to, like, manage because you have 15-second freeze time. But we need to start getting used to this because however small it might seem, ultimately, you can't win this game with bad equipment, with no nades, and with just your aim. You can win a round or 2 or 5 during the game, just based on your aim. But building up, like, consistent knowledge about the game and consistent results in the game, you have to start thinking, like, about these small things more. Okay, timing of that flash, weirdly, was good enough. 149, that's when you want to release these flashes, but this flash is kind of shite. It's not gonna blind anyone. That flash should be like a pop flash up here, which you will see a lot of players throw. Just came at the corner here, top of the sign here above the plus sign. It's going to be perfect pop flash, but whatever. But all I want to say is that you hit the timing there, but it was completely random. 149, should be releasing it. That smoke as well is meta. You don't have a lineup for it, but you hit it. Your teammate, thanks to that, is getting a lot of kills here. So that was Holy moly, this is finally a good usage of util. Let's go. This is what happens when you have the lineup and you're thinking about what you're about to throw. Like, it's so much easier to play when you're conscious about your utility usage. You have a great long spawn. That means you're gonna fight for it probably. Yep. Are you gonna use the... Yeah, you have to use the molly here. No one is smoking for you. Great molly. Great. This is good. Smoke instantly as well. Very good. I don't know what your teammate is doing pushing mid, but your part of the round, great. The smoke should have been a little bit more deeper. Now it allows Tease to make a play, you know, go through the smoke and get here, and then picking you from here, like that. On this level, admittedly, not a lot of players are going to do that. To me, this is crazy that the guy just walks out, pulls the knife out. Okay, long. The teammate is trolling for info. You're playing it safe. You're like, this is all right approach for your level, I think. You have the same angle with your teammate. You have him locked in. By the way, moving into the setup like this is what a lot of level 8s would never comprehend and even think to do. I don't know if it was your teammate to call it or you, but good habit right there. Good habit, keep building up on it. Next round you missed the exact same molly. I hope you're not going to go and throw that molly with this spawn. Like, this is a suicide. People can be holding you. You don't have a best spawn anymore. This is not good. Okay, let's see the pause. Let's skip it. Okay, your teammate threw the molly. That flash here, by the way, as well, like... Okay, no one was flashing for you. I guess that is not the end of the world that you actually threw it. Okay, we know that the last guy is on B. Holding window here as well. Like, awareness of... Okay. First of all, like, we don't need to hold window when the teammate is walking this line because he's going to be anyway, like, first contact, but that's a minor thing. I want to say that it's a good thing that you are holding for T's aggression while your teammates come by. Alright? We have a best spawn. Let's take long here. You moved your mouse. No reason at all. I can pinpoint you. Now it's good. Now it would be going in. And then you just kind of like, you see? Now you started like not looking 90-degree angle for the wall, but it's like more to the left. It's like you panicked. Well, okay, the smoke is fine. You see what that allowed you, by the way? This guy could have gone out and killed you. Even simple things like missing grenades can actually domino effect. Okay, I have not seen that flash in a long time. It's not bad, right? It should go through. Well, it could have been better. But plus for creativity. Ciao, ciao, Cloud. Teammate just told me to move a bit more out. Oh. I like how you're, again, not static. This is good. Like, it's the little things that matter mechanically, and that's a good approach. Okay, shooting was a little bit rowdy, but ultimately, I'm liking how you're helping the teammate with the flash as well. This is great. Like, On CT side, I feel like I'm watching actually a level 8 player. Like, I think this is fair for your level. Pretty good. On T side though, I was horrified. Like, I feel like you're not thinking about what you're doing in the round. It might be that you're just more comfortable on the CT side in general. Maybe it's the map that you're not familiar with Dust 2 that much on T side. Alright, that's a win. Now, I want to look at your match history anyway, because this presents a nice opportunity for me to talk about one very important thing. One very important thing. And that is the fact that you even mentioned it in... you mentioned it in a booking that you are playing with someone who is much better than you, and it feels like you are being carried up, right? So you're playing with this guy, obviously that's higher elo than you, so I'm assuming that that's the guy who is boosting you, and that's not the best thing, because you're going to naturally get into lobbies of people who are... the skill mismatch is sometimes going to be unfortunately hindering you. Like, it's much easier to learn things and advance if you're playing against and with people of similar level of yours. And yes, this difference is just 500 elo, but 500 elo is... isn't it like 4 ranks apart? 3 ranks apart? I'm not even sure how the ranks work, but it's a lot. Like, it's night and day difference. And if I look at your match history, I'm gonna put out like last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. Let's make it 9. And I just want to see how often do you play with this guy. Okay? Here you played with the Mr. Swedish guy. Mr. Swedish guy is here. Mr. Swedish guy is here. You just play with him. Mr. Swedish guy. He's here. He's here. He's here. So you are kind of like sabotaging your way forward and improving because you play with him, but it gives you a lot of imbalanced lobbies. He's here as well. It gives you a lot of imbalanced lobbies. And what happens to a lot of players, this is from my past coachings, is that people who are playing with these players, they are afraid because they are a little bit boosted, and you are aware that you are a little bit boosted above your current level. They are afraid to queue without him, without the guy boosting him, right? Because you're gonna be in a lobby, people around your elo, and you will have a trouble playing against them because the carry that you're usually playing with is not in the queue with you. And this develops over time to like something like performance anxiety kind of thing, where you just don't want to play because you know that it's not going to go well. But because you're not playing with the people of your level, the progress of you improving, and I assume you want to improve, like you booked a coaching session with me, you want to be better. Sometimes it's better to find people around your level and queue with them, or do a solo queue, and then you will see a much more natural progress. Okay? Because if you're playing against much better people, things get overwhelming. Like sometimes you are doing mistakes you're being punished for immediately. But player of your level, you should have some leeway to actually find a way out of these situations instead of being punished immediately. What Faceit add-on do you have? Never seen this thing with the stats. It is the Faceit forecast. It's here. It's like a Google Chrome extension, and it's completely for free. You can get it, and it gives you more levels, right? So, because your friend, for example, he's level 10 with 2.5k elo, but so is Donk with 4.5k elo. But they are completely different level 10s, right? So they have not 10 levels, but they have like 20 levels with this extension, and Donk is there for level 20, etc., etc. So it gives you like a better overview of the stats. It's like much more digestible, and maybe it's a little bit overwhelming for like people who don't know how to read stats properly, or they get easily overwhelmed by the numbers, but some stats are actually pretty useful. You leave the match up where I have higher ADR than he has, but you are obviously right. This is... Wait, is this the map? I'm not sure which one I had on. But no, like he had much better score. He had much better ADR. He had almost like twice ADR of you. It's just that you made impact in the round that you won, round win share. That's how this is calculated, and in reality, that's why you're a little bit higher. But maybe he was getting like 4 kills in 3 rounds, but ultimately he lost the 1-on-1, and therefore he gets 0 RVS because he didn't win that round. This only counts for the rounds that you actually won, and in those rounds you were a little bit more impactful. But he was clearly making more kills, more ADR. You know, he had almost 1 kill per round, which is pretty good. Similarly here, you know, you had pretty bad game here. He had pretty bad game here, so. But what I'm trying to give you is that if you're trying to improve, try to play without him. I think you're going to see much more natural progress throughout your ranks. It will be much more enjoyable over time as well if you find some friends of your own level instead of getting knowingly boosted, because that's what you told me. And I love that you are aware of it, because a lot of people are not, and they think that they should be a level 10, but someone is holding them back. But that's just food for thought. That's just food for thought. Sa momentálne dobre Cloud, robíme momentálne coaching, tak sorry, že nerobím interaktív chat trošku, ale díky. Wait, is the final over? Nah, it's gonna go for the 4th map. Furia leading 2-1. Unless Mongols come back from this. Holy moly, TNL actually lost to Betera there. That is painful. That is painful. TNL threw a 12-0 lead on Overpass. They won the 2nd map though. And then 3rd map, Betera threw a 9-3 lead. That's crazy. But they won in overtime. Yeah, so Hive, this VOD is gonna be up on my Twitch or YouTube for free. You don't need to be a subscriber, even though you are. You don't. This is for everyone. Like, my VODs are not behind like a subscription or anything, so you can go ahead and watch my past coaching sessions as well from the last time, for example. Like 2 days ago we did one, and yeah, throughout the week I might do some more. I'm thinking about one tomorrow, but I also kind of want to play more Face It right now, since we have a play-in tournament starting on Thursday, so I need to be in shape. I just want to play and click some heads. Is there any way you can get Matty's bank settings? Yeah, I can ask him on Instagram. Hopefully he will reply. I can ask him. He usually replies to me every time. It's just that BenQ settings might be a little bit, you know, like he needs to search for them and record it to me. So it might be a little bit annoying for him to send it. But I can ask and we will see. Ríška, nejdem Faceit. Idem natáčať videjka. Idem si dať sprchu a musím točiť video jedno. Videl som, že grindíš, veď si bol online ešte ráno. Teraz je 8 hodín večer. Dávame Facey. Toto je unprecedented grind. Wait, I want to see who qualified for the plane that we're playing. How do I find it out though? Oh, Y Games was it? Organizers. Now let's see someone from who was playing it. I'm pretty sure Mikey played it, right? Mikey had to play it because he was playing in LPH. Oh yeah, we are here. Bracket. So there's gonna be probably Brute coming through. Yep, they're winning one map here. And one of these teams. I don't know, we are playing it on Thursday or Friday. These close qualifiers. There are Sinners, Eclot, us, Unity. Two of these teams. One of this and one of this. And someone else. I don't remember who. Some mixed teams. Who am I playing with? I'm playing with Mikey. I'm playing with Mikey. Then Neptune. Yeah, I'm playing with Neptune. And then Depression was there. Yep. Philip. And then Henu. This is our lovely team. Well, team. I literally met these guys like 5 minutes before the game. I didn't even know who's talking to me during the game. But then I realized Henu has this strong Finnish accent, so then I was good enough with comms. Mr. No Christ dodged the Noxlan. Is he cheating? Confirmed now. What is Noxlan? Was he supposed to go to Noxlan? Is it on Wikipedia? I don't know what that is. I can't find it, brother. But I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Maybe he's an ex-pro player that is smurfing. Maybe he is cheating. Maybe he feels anxious about performing in front of the audience. It could be like a million things. He dodged the New Jersey frag, not the Knoxville land. Oh, I've heard about the Blocktober dodge. That he has some emergency. Well, innocent until proven guilty, I guess. So, even though it looks sus, I wouldn't look too much into it. Is Gokushima no problem? I've seen people saying that, but I've never heard Gokushima talk or... Well, I've seen him play, but I don't remember his play style in general. Maybe it is him. Maybe just straight up move to another continent and play there. If it's Gokushima though, I don't know if it's provable. But if it's Gokushima, maybe through IPs we can. If it's Gokushima, kind of, he really wants to stay involved in CS after that match fixing scandal. He played 10 pucks on the day he had emergency. Oopsies. Well, maybe the emergency was that he is no longer number one in the NA and he had to grind it back. You never know. Well, okay. The plan is, let me pull up my own calendar though, so you don't see it. The plan is simple. Right now I have to go and do some content. Tomorrow I want to play a lot of faces, but probably off stream. But I'm thinking I still have one review to make. One Danish team actually reached out to me and they wanted me to review some of their games and see what we can improve upon. I might do that offline, but I also can do it on stream. It's gonna be pretty interesting because for a long time we did not have a review that involves the whole team, right? We always had an individual demo review and we were spectating one guy. But for the demo review of a team, we can actually use, Skybox and see the overview and see how they play. It's not a pro team, by the way, guys, so don't get your hopes up. It's like up and coming Danish team. And I might do that on stream, depends. On Tuesday, I definitely want to stream, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I will play these officials. I'm not sure what time, and I know I can stream them with a 2-minute delay, which is another option which we might do. But I've never streamed official games before, and I'm so afraid to do it because of the technical issues. Like something will happen, and I have to suddenly pause and restart, and I think I will just play it in peace on my own terms and then be live when I'm finished. We will see. We will see. When or how often are you re-enabling the demo reviews? What do you mean re-enabling Hive? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Is it not enabled? Is it sold out? Let me see. He said or wrote somewhere that he's in States living life. Good for him. Good for him. Oh shoot! Actually, no. So I just did not realize that CS2 demo reviews are sold out. I will change that immediately because I do have some time in upcoming 1 or 2 weeks to do these demo reviews. I will open up like 3 slots. Oopsies. I will open up like 3 slots. So you can, if you're interested in the coaching, it's there. Yep. It was wrong, Hive. It was wrong. I didn't mean it to be sold out. I didn't update it, but it's now 3 slots left, so. It's open. The commissions are open. All right, guys. I will have to go. Thank you for sticking by and engaging in the chat. If you did, that was lovely. If you didn't and you were just lurking around, that's also cool. I do that myself most of the time while on Twitch, so I completely get you. But cool having you around, trying to learn something new. In the meantime, I will be live probably tomorrow or the day after. In the meantime, I will see you. Bye-bye. Take care. How do I turn the stream off again? Oh, it's here. Bye-bye. Ty mi niečo posielala. Ale vieš, tak chvíľu som si pozerala Fiatky. Fiatku ťa?